Today I need to do some clutter control, some reorganization. Ultimately, what I'm going to do here is close down the germination station. Now, after I lost the bunch of crops out in the garden, I replanted a bunch of seeds, and usually I have a rack in here, but I took the rack out of there because I was getting overwhelmed with all the transplants that I had earlier on. And it's nice having this out here. I really need like some more racks out here, but it's gonna stay where it is for now. What I'm gonna do here is close this down because I really don't need to be using it anymore. The only reason I kind of have it going right now is because I planted these few trays and it was still kind of cold when I did that. So I had my heat pad in there and I used that to get everything started. At this point, everything's going good and the weather's great. I'm way past my last frost date, like 2 weeks past my last frost date at least. And I'm kind of getting a little scatterbrained in here because I got peppers inside the germination station. I've got peppers over here. I've got peppers over there. I've got peppers over here on the table, and they're all in different stages of growth. And like the other day, Farmer Jay came to me and wanted some loofah gourd, and I had to think like, where is it? Over here? Is it over there? I'm running around in circles anymore because I've got stuff in too many different places. So I'm going to take everything that I've got out of the germination station, close that down, and then compartmentalize everything that I have. So when I need to look for something, it's at least everything is in sections, and all the different stages I can look and visually see where everything's at in succession. What a difference that makes. I'll tell you what, there's so much like romanticizing these days about the whole tiny house living movement and everything. And before me and Farmer Jay got this place, we were living next door in a 380 square foot building. And I will tell you what, there is nothing easy or to be romanticized about that. That is some hard stuff to do. We got to a point where I was saying, if anything comes in this house, something else needs to leave, because before you know it, there was stuff stacked from floor to ceiling, and it was just clutter. It was just overwhelming. It weighs you down mentally, and it just takes over your attitude. And before you know it, I'm just like, I walk through the door and I'm in a terrible mood for no reason whatsoever, just because I'm like just looking at just this weight of mess everywhere. And the greenhouse is my domain, and I hate living in clutter. I remember at one point getting so bad living over there that when Christmas came around, I was adamant about telling people, do not get me a Christmas present, do not give me a birthday present. I don't want anything, because then it's just going to be more clutter in the house. It's going to be a place where I have to find a spot to put something that I don't have a room for to begin with. Anyway, enough of my rant here. This is looking great. I feel a lot better about what I've got going on here. We've got peppers back here. I've got peppers over here, peppers there, kind of different stages a little bit. And then we've got a bunch of tomatoes, and the tomatoes will clearly show you that the different stages that they're all in. I've got them in the little pots here, I've got them in bigger pots, and I've got a bunch over here that are in the 10-20 trays that need to be transplanted. So I can visually see now everything that's going on and what stages everything's at. So it makes it a lot easier for me to like process this stuff, know what I need to transplant. And now I'm at a point where I can actually start thinking about, well, maybe I can take some of this stuff out and sell it, because I can see what I have to put in the garden, and I'm regrouping my inventory here. See what we got over here. There is a little bit of hodgepodge stuff, but at least now I know where all that stuff is. I've got all my broccoli and cauliflower right down there. We've got watermelon, cantaloupe. We got cantaloupe down here. We've got watermelon right there. I've got honeydew over here. Cucumbers right there. And then this top row is nothing but ground cherries. They're a variety of pineapple ground cherries. They're a tomatillo variety. And then, let's see here. So I got a little hodgepodge of stuff here. Some peppers, some watercress, some bok choy, but I know that it's there, and I know that I got to transplant. Once I start transplanting that stuff, it'll kind of get into its spot again. But here we've got some birdhouse gourds, some pumpkins, and over here I've got Mexican sour gherkins and snake gourds. So I kind of have like the gourd theme kind of going here a little bit next to the loofah gourds. So it's a little hodgepodgey, but it's still kind of as organized as I can get it, given what it is. Once I start taking stuff out of there here, pretty soon it'll all take shape. And then over here, this is kind of a little more hodgepodgey. Zucchini. I got a couple of broccoli, cauliflower here I got to do something with. I got some peanuts. I got these from Sapper Gardener, and I've been growing these every year. They're cool. I don't know. I've never seen anybody with peanuts before, so that's a total big time novelty thing here for me. And I got some parsley and what is that, basil. I got my herb stuff there, and then I've got some radish stuff going over here, and this is the redwood trees that I'm trying to clone, so they're still hanging in there. Anyway, at this point there's always a little bit of mess in here, but I will say that it looks a lot better, and I can process what's going on in here now. I'm not looking for something here, looking for something there. At least now I'm not running around like a chicken with my head cut off looking for a tomato or a loofah gourd. Everything is in a spot, and I can see it. I know what stage it's at, and it's organized, and I feel a lot better about where everything is. That's all I got for today. Thanks for checking in with me, guys. Keep your stuff organized. It makes a world of difference. Later, YouTube.